I first made my millions of dollars. The first time I ever became a millionaire was with Webcam Studio.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is how I first ever made money. I mean, I was a kickboxing world champion, but kickboxing's not boxing, right?
Yeah.
So I'd make like $100,000 a fight. You fight 2 or 3 times a year. You pay 20% to your manager. You pay taxes, but you're not rich.
So you get like 30 to 40% of the money.
Yeah. And I didn't consider myself rich, like 30, 40 grand chunks, twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, living in London. London rents, need a car. You're trying, like you're not rich in any way.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity John. Team Mario Brothers Music. So, guys, as you know, Andrew Tate recently got arrested. This was within like the last 4 to 5 hours in the great city of Bucharest, Romania. Now, one may ask, what is Andrew Tate doing in Romania? Well, from what I understand, he has, British citizenship and also the United States citizenship. But as it appears, Mr. Tate has a really successful business that is in Romania, him and his brother. And the business revolves around webcam girls. Now, this business is completely legal, although it's not, maybe like the most respectable business in the world, but I get it. It makes a lot of money. And this is one of the reasons why Andrew Tate doesn't really care about having a YouTube platform or Instagram platform, because he's already rich off of this particular business. And shout out to him for that. However, when you're involved in businesses such like webcamming, escort maybe services, and let's just even say, private dancing, adult movies, people want to link that into, X trafficking, right? Certain sorts of trafficking. And that's already bad enough to even be in the industry. Now, couple that up with the fact that Andrew Tate is, he has a lot to say about women. Like I said, in the manosphere, we pretty much agree with, a lot of what he's calling out, because it's very similar to what Brother Kevin Samuels is calling out. The difference is Kevin Samuels was not involved in, the webcam business. And obviously, if he was, he would have also, had the police call on him. But now let me just do this. There's some interesting clips on TikTok. I want to play these to get some of the news, and then we'll come back.
Andrew Tate just got arrested for human trafficking in Romania, and his team of dick riders is still consistently doing the one thing that just baffles me about them, which is like, for being so ostensibly like obsessed with this guy and treating every word he says as gospel, they really don't listen to a lot of what he says, because he has said himself, you can find a clip of him saying that the part of the reason he moved to Romania is specifically because he didn't think the authorities there cared about investigating or prosecuting specific crimes like human trafficking and sexual violence, right? He said that himself. He moved there because they don't care about those crimes. And then he got arrested for doing one of those crimes. So we have some pieces to put together here that assemble very neatly and simply, and his supporters are still like, no, they're just trying to silence him. He told you what he was doing, and you still don't believe it?
Andrew Tate has been arrested. Came out today, 4:42 p.m. East Coast time. Andrew Tate and his brother arrested in Romania for human trafficking investigation. Here he is being put into the car by Romanian officials. All of this comes a day after him and Greta got into it on Twitter. And there is some reason to believe that without this Twitter exchange, he would not have been arrested, at least today. It's been reported by Alejandra Caraballo that Romanian officials needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country, so they reportedly used his social media posts. Yesterday, he made a video about his whole Greta exchange, which included this pizza box. And that pizza box is from the Romanian pizza chain Jerry's Pizza. This confirmed to Romanian officials that he was in the country and that they should arrest him. If all of this is true, what Greta did may go down as the biggest win of 2022 on the internet. Like, whose tweet got somebody arrested? Nobody's. Greta W. And
so as you've heard there, Mr. Tate has been arrested with his brother. He'll be detained for 24 hours. Now, this is not his first time that he's gone through this. Now, what they're saying today is there's a woman from the United States that has, USA citizenship that is being held at his house without consent and things like that. And also, he got into this particular spat with Greta Thunberg, as you heard. And then, basically he's really hated amongst the ranks of many feminists. So that's the issue that we're going to talk about today. And I want guys to understand something. A lot of times we have to make a decision in the business world, all right? Either you're going to be quite moderate or you're going to be, when you're dealing in the kind of business that he's dealing with, to have his rhetoric is what's going to have people trying to come after him. Like, people are going to come after you all the way. But you have this sort of business, a webcam business, which is not illegal, but then you're operating this business in a country where, as I would believe, you don't have citizenship, right? And people are going to be hating on the man. And obviously he's very opulent with how he talks about having a Bugatti and things like that. So, you're going to have a lot of problems with those sort of things. So my thing is this, in my honest opinion, with Mr. Tate. All right, bro. So you keep appearing on these podcasts. You're recently appearing with Brittany Renner. You're recently appearing with, Just Pearly Things. You're not making money in this particular space. You make your money through doing something else. So if it was me and I was making my money through webcams and that was a business I was doing, I wouldn't be on social media calling stuff out.
I first made my millions of dollars. The first time I ever became a millionaire was with webcam.
I especially in the way that he does it, right? I just wouldn't do that because it would be just too much heat on me. And then it leaves too much room for people to lie on you, to say, hey, oh, you're doing this, or oh, you're doing that. And the thing about it is this: when you have that sort of reputation, even if you're not guilty, it allows people to throw a dirt on your name. Say, see, he is a misogynist. You see what he's doing? He's trafficking people. He's doing this. He's doing that. And all the people who listen to him are traffickers. And they do X, Y, and Z. Do you get what I'm saying? It just makes it very difficult to, get behind that because of the business that he's in. Now, if he was a guy that was in, let's say, you're into poultry farming or something like that, or you're a guy that does, I don't know, and that business didn't involve any women whatsoever, then it's like, okay, fine. You're in the whole industry that has nothing to do with that. But because you're in the industry that involves women that get, let's just be honest, nude, and because they do that, and because you have, which I don't really think he has a whole lot of, he does go overboard, but for the most part, Andrew Tate, I think what he's saying is really fair. He's a really brilliant guy, but this is how they come for you, right? When you're right about a lot of things, and we saw this with brother Kevin Samuels, they're going to come after you with many things. If it's not this, then here we go with the homosexuality thing. You're gay, right? All of these things. This is why guys got to make sure you have your P's and Q's together. Your I's and T's are dotted and crossed, because these are the mechanisms they're going to try to use to bring you down. For telling, in which I believe a lot of what Andrew Tate talks about, although he goes about it in a different way than I would, is factually true. He was spitting a lot of facts on the Just Pearly Things thing, and I know that Just Pearly Things podcast, it got demonetized. So there's a lot of people who want to see this guy either fall or be arrested, even pass away. And again, he has some real good solutions to what's going on today. But again, being in a business like that, with that sort of, opulence and, flash, it makes himself an easy target, then going back and forth, unnecessarily with some of these let's say feminist, which is how he got caught in the first place, it leaves a lot to be desired. And I kind of think that, the guy may feel like, he's too big to fail. But when you got haters who are, especially women, it makes it quite difficult. And again, shout out to the brother. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he'll be out and he doesn't have anybody doing anything illegal or anything like that. I know that won't be the case. He'll be free and then he'll be out talking about it. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.